2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Inaloo or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Wake up.
Get to the Ray morning every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
You know how people have bucket lists, things that they want to do before they die?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was flicking through Instagram the other night when I should have been sleeping, and I came across Tanya Hennessy's post about her anti-bucket list. So these are things in life that you will never, ever, 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 ever want to do.
This is very good. And this is very Tanya Hennessy too, by the way. She's excellent.
Yeah, she's very good.
She's very, very, very good.
Yep.
Starting strong, bungee jump. You will never see me do that. Have a one-on-one experience with a goanna. I will never go camping. I will never squeeze into those tiny caves or go cave diving.
And it got us thinking, Hazy, about the top 3 things perhaps that we don't want to do before we die. Would you like me to kick you off?
Yes, please.
Okay, coming in at number 3 for me, I will never, ever electively go on a tour to any world monument or landmark. I cannot think of anything worse than being trapped on a boat or a bus with tourists going, oh, look, let's line up for 2 hours to look at the teeny tiny Mona Lisa.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jodes.
Number 2, I will never complete a triathlon. Why punish your body and your mind? I watched one on the weekend at Victor and a guy ran past me and I kid you not, and he was clutching his stomach going, I'm cramping, my stomach muscles are cramping. These people, every single one of them were in so much pain. What are you doing? Why would you do it to yourself? And the number 1 thing I will never, ever, ever do again, and that is study. Not at university, not at TAFE. I've got no interest in any of it. Actual stuff of nightmares for me.
I would question how hard and even if did you study in the first place. That's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Because I didn't study very hard.
Please get degrees.
Yes.
You know what they say.
I hear that as well, sister. All right, producer Molly, what have you got?
Okay, I'm kicking it off with I will never watch an episode of The Simpsons.
What?
Not interested.
Not in this room,
No,
babe.
thank you.
Not in this room.
It's not for
that
me.
is blasphemy.
Isn't
here.
it?
Wow.
2, do a park run.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not running for fun ever in my life with you. Okay?
Anytime Molly is running as if she's in danger.
Yeah, if there's a bear behind me,
Yeah.
that's it. 3, wear anything camo.
Yeah.
Just no.
You want to be seen, don't you? You want to be
Yes.
seen.
Yeah.
It's not it.
Yeah.
I do have a bonus 4th. Suggest we do the Nutbush. It's the worst.
Yeah.
I never want to do the Nutbush again.
No, I don't. We don't need to.
We know you want to play it.
We don't need to.
Turn it off. No.
So why are you dancing, producer Molly? Why are you dancing? Left, then back in. Left, now right, now back in.
Worst part of any wedding.
All right,
all
Hazy.
right, I got your top 3 for you. Go to any sort of fashion event. Oh my God. Okay. So, Jodes, can we get some sort of contract where you can legally shoot me and you don't get in trouble if we have to go to some sort of fashion event? If there's any sort of runway, I don't care how long or short it is, I can't do it.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
I can't do
It's
it.
interesting from a former model, isn't it?
Oh,
Are you a
yeah.
model?
You used to
Oh,
get,
yeah, I'm a
you used to
former
get
model.
paid. Who'd you model for?
Ed Harry. They've since gone bust. Go to a restaurant and eat caviar.
No, yuck.
No,
What is
come
it?
on. I don't think anyone actually likes it. Spot on.
What's that?
What is that indeed? It's just because it's expensive and you think you're supposed to like
I
it.
can't even do the little fish eggs on the sushi.
Mm.
The way
yeah.
they pop in your mouth is
They
disgusting.
pop. It's like this little gross fishy explosion in your face. Thirdly, go camping.
Oh,
I'm not a camper.
Hazy.
Okay,
Missing out.
we've got a serious camper to my left here. You love it, producer Molly.
Love it.
Oh man, being in nature.
That's not for me. Not for me. Oh, not showering. Yay. Oh, good stuff.
Hey, what do you want to have for dinner? Oh, I don't know, cold tin baked beans.
That's good, isn't it?
No, you're not doing it right if you're having baked beans.
Yeah, that is very,
But
very
also
true.
the
That's
setup,
That's a
Molly.
survival food when you're camping,
the
isn't it?
setup though of having to pull out the tent or the awnings. Oh my god! Just pay for a hotel, people.
And finally, and here's an extra one for you as well, Jodes.
Yeah.
At no stage in my life, it's part of my anti-bucket list, will I be attending one of your mixed netball matches.
That's that
Fair.
hurtful.
Fair.
Fair. Very, very fair.
You said you would rather do something to your appendage than come along
I
and
did say that, didn't I? And I stand by that. Jodes, the prices for Adelaide Oval drinks and food have been released for 2025. And there's some good ones and some bad ones.
What I do like is that sort of made the switch to local SA brands for an SA Fans initiative. So
That's great.
they've actually dropped the prices on Billy's pies, this says pastries. Do you mean pasties? Producer Molly?
Pastries and pasties probably as well.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
and sausage rolls as well. So they're $5 down from $5.70 last year, and they were $6.10 during the cricket season. And Nippy's flavoured juices and Florio Milk Company flavoured milks have also been reduced to $5 from $6.90. That is good.
That is really, really good because I look at it from a perspective of I think I've got a 6-year-old, he'll be 7 this year. I think we're going to see more football games.
Oh, that's
Me and
exciting.
Henry. And maybe Lottie, I'm not sure. I'm pretty certain she'd be bored by half time. But anyway,
Yeah.
so he's going to require chips. He's going to require a pie for sure. And there's a little decrease for that. So I'm looking forward to that.
And there's a situation, unless you're a Crow supporter and you want to pack your own little, selection of cheeses and whatever, and your Chardonnay,
Is there a blue cheese stand?
is there?
What's the prices for that?
Does
be
it have
nice.
quince paste also? And those artisan crackers?
This is going to shock you. I don't eat a lot of quince paste.
You don't? Jeez, I hope Maggie Beer's not listening to Nova this morning.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure she's not.
She's going to be so offended. Okay, let's talk price of alcohol.
Well, here we go. What if Dad just wants to wet his whistle during a game?
You will be slugged $10.90
Oh,
for a
my
beer,
very
which
goodness.
back in 2021 it was $8.50. So and an increase of $1 from last year.
Must be some sort of boutique bougie beer, is it?
It's West End.
Okay.
So if Mummy wants to have a nice dry white wine, she will be slugged $10.50, up from $7.50. And I could be wrong here, but I think at the Adelaide Oval they're served in those teeny tiny little thimbles where you probably get about 2 mouthfuls.
Remember that time that you went back there and you complained because it was slightly under the line? I'm just kidding.
I did not. But I will say the Adelaide Oval pours are a little bit less than the ones that most mothers make at home.
Yeah.
So $10.50 seems... Because you buy one or two as well because you don't have to go back. Am I right, Molly?
Well, yeah, to get through the footy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's needed.
Do you know, I'm interested as well in the dynamic, the balance, the conversation between serving full strength beer and mid strength beer because you can only buy mid strength beer at the cricket.
Right.
So for the test match, and if you were there for a couple of days, the lines were outrageous.
Yeah, they were pretty bad, weren't
Like
they?
sort of 20, 25 minutes to get a mid strength beer that cost you about $10.
Hot chips will cost you $6.95. Reasonable? Not reasonable.
That's so much.
I'd pay whatever for hot chips because if you get a hankering for hot chips, there is nothing that can stop you. Nothing in the world.
But if you have 4 in your family, that's a lot.
that's one between 2 kids.
Yeah.
In it.
100%.
And also you'll be sharing a lemonade
Yeah.
because a soft drink at the footy will cost you $7.20.
Oh, see, that is a good sign to not buy soft drink.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. Don't buy soft drink.
Yeah, and it goes down really well with your kids too when you have to say, hey, you'll share that can and also you're sharing your chips.
Yeah, 100%. And
Then one wants tomato sauce, the other one doesn't want tomato sauce, and then it becomes an absolute shit fight.
That's
it's a good,
$1
yeah,
too.
100%.
Tomato sauce.
No, it's not. $1?
They're charging you $1.
It's usually about that.
They charge
Where are
you for
you going,
tomato
Molly?
sauce. That's a whole separate debate.
No.
That makes me sad.
No, they just give you those little
Do
squeezy
they?
ones for free.
Oh, they better not be charging for that.
Oh, no, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. So it's a bit of a mixed bag.
Yeah.
There's some good bits and some bad bits.
I like the push for local, though. I really enjoy that. That's actually a great initiative.
There you go. I'm not encouraging to have a few beers before you get to football, but hey, maybe have a few beers before you get to the football.
Warning, the following segment is for mature audiences only and may contain adult content, graphic language and nudity. Not that you'll see it. If easily offended, well, you're about to find out just how easily.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jody and Hazy's Naughty at 6:40.
I said it before, I'll say it again. When Jodes brought this space to life, when she brought it to the planning meeting, she said, I just need an opportunity, even if it's 3 minutes every day where I can really be myself.
Okay, that
So
is-
this is where you shine.
No, so that is incorrect. So normally you are pretty much in charge of the naughty at 6:40.
dare you.
Normally it's you bringing so much content to the table. But on this occasion, I have found this. What about this for a headline, Hazy? Hazy. Woman triggered after getting bitten by ant on the vagina in her sleep. Now, I know this story quite intimately because that woman who was triggered after getting bitten by an ant on the vagina in her sleep was me last night.
Oh my God.
I'm not even kidding. So I reckon about 2 o'clock this morning, I felt a little, like, you know, the little ant nip on the back of my leg. And I was like, oh, ow. Anyway, back to sleep I go. And then probably 3 minutes later, I just felt this nip again in a place where you don't want to feel a nip.
It was gone for it.
And it reminded me of that ad. Can you remember back in the day, the Ants Pants?
Oh, yeah.
The Sick and Rex one?
Yeah, you needed an anteater.
I needed an anteater. What about that? That's something you didn't expect for a Wednesday night, is it?
No, absolutely not. Geez, that got you in a gear. Well, just to confirm, what sort of ant was it? Was it like a green ant? Was it a bull ant? Was it Ant Middleton? What are we talking about?
I couldn't very believe it. And then it just got me to thinking, I wonder who else has been bitten by an ant on the vagina. Have you ever been bitten in the nether region down there by an ant?
Have I ever been bitten by an ant on the vagina? No. Can't say I have.
No.
But very, very risky from the ant.
Yeah.
Talk about biting off more than you can chew.
Very bold behaviour from the ant.
Very bold.
But it did get me thinking about ants in your nether region. And, like, I can imagine if an ant did ever venture down there, it would be like, oh my God, it would run back to the rest of the colony and be like, we've found our home. Guys, we've found a place where little people can reside with little buildings. And you know what that brings me to? Zoolander.
What is this?
A penis for ants.
Let's talk about Neo, shall we? Because I don't say this lightly, but boy, oh boy, this boy's been busy.
Isn't he?
Oh my gosh.
Quite a bit on the go. So he's just revealed that he's simultaneously dating 4 women. Yeah. So he stated that after his divorce from ex-wife Crystal Renee in 2022, he made the decision to no longer lie to people. So therefore, he now has 4 girlfriends. Their names are Christina, also known as Pretty Baby, Ariel, Twin Flame, Monet, or Phoenix Feather, and Brie, Sexy Little Something. That's all their nicknames.
They sound like made-up names. I'm just going to be honest.
No, well, that's their nicknames.
They sound like made-up fantasy names. So he did speak on radio, and the big question, of course, is how do you juggle it all together?
For example, on this tour, you know, I'll let this one come out for 7 days, then she go home, then this one come out for 7 days, and then this one come out for 7 days, and then we do something all together.
7-day cycles.
That's nice.
Very good. 7-day rotation.
So what time is it? 7 to 5? I can ask this question. So do they all have relations with Neo at the same time?
All right, that's a great question,
separately?
Jones.
I think it's separate.
Okay.
Right.
So the way poly works, to my understanding, is that it's when you have multiple romantic relationships.
Okay.
So it's physical, but it's also emotional. It's separate relationships with multiple people. Whereas
Right.
an open relationship
Yeah.
is where you have one committed partner.
Yeah.
That's your emotional support, your physical needs, and then you have, you know, other
Yeah.
physical.
Okay, so that's one where you could be like
connections.
speaking to your partner and you'd be like, oh, by the way, I hooked up with Blind Freddy last night.
Yes,
Forgot to
yeah.
tell you. Mm-hmm. This is a committed relationship.
So the group of 5, they don't all live together, but the women live nearby. He said it's family, it's community. That's what it's all about.
Oh, that's nice.
A nice little
He's a
system
family
for
guy.
Neo. That's what it is.
He's a family guy.
I remember when we went to Dubai walking along the beach and my sister-in-law was saying to me, so that's one of the sheikh's houses and there were 3 houses side by side and he had one wife in each house and he just sort of, you know, like jumps from one house to the next.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's just, I mean.
It's different.
The whole, 2's company, 3's a crowd. What the hell's 4?
Yeah.
4 is just too many. Like
4's a party.
4's a really, really solid party. So I wonder as well from the ladies' perspective, because obviously Neo is constantly loving.
Yeah.
What about, you know, one of the girls who's just finished her 7-day stint and now she is off for another 2 weeks? Like, is she happy? Like, is she satisfied?
And do
is
you
there
get
jealousy?
jealous?
The big thing is jealousy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if they're all consenting and he's being honest, I'm not sure if you mentioned, but he was lying to women previously and had a lot of issues in his relationships.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's different, but if he's telling them the truth, it's better than him doing it on the side, right?
I guess. What would it be like if you flipped this on its head and you had a woman who was married to 4 different blokes?
That's the thing, isn't it?
I think society would see that very, very differently.
Yes,
I agree.
and I don't think as well, I think we've sort of spoken about this before in this sort of space, I don't think blokes can handle that. I don't think blokes are, if this is a maturity thing as well,
Yeah.
guys
Because you're designed to compete, aren't you?
100%.
Even if you go back to procreation, you've got little swimmers that are all competing with each other to get to the egg, aren't you?
Yes.
It's ingrained in your DNA.
100%. Very interesting. If you've got thoughts on this as well, we'd love to hear from you, 13 24 10, or send us a text, 0400 919 919. It just... I don't know. How old's Neo, by the way? At what age is this just too much? Is it too exhausting?
I think he also has a lot of kids with 2 of
Yeah, he
them.
does.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Okay.
He's
He's busy.
45.
He's
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can also imagine, like, I don't know why I'm thinking about your swimmers now, but they would be so arrogant.
Oh, they're so pompous, aren't they?
I'd be cruising past people, just handing out high fives and peace signs. See
My
you
ones.
guys.
What about competing with Neo's ones as well? It's pretty active. Joseph, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Like, it's hard enough to satisfy one woman, let alone 2, 3, but what about 4?
Don't make out like we're high maintenance. Thank you very much.
Gosh.
Do you mean physically or emotionally satisfy?
Can we take some calls on this?
Yeah, if you
Can we
like.
get involved in this? 13 24 10. Have you got thoughts on what Neo has just come out with? And that is he is now in a committed relationship with 4 women. So this is more broadly as well polyamorous versus open relationships and basically multiple partners inside one relationship.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you if you're in an open relationship or you have multiple partners.
Spot on.
Check this out.
This is Adelaide's favourite way to wake up. Jody and Hazy on Nova 919.
We're doing a thanks to Shell OTR this morning. If you've registered your details and we call you quite randomly, please answer with I Wake Up with Jody and Hazy. You could score yourself $500. Jodes, we're just talking about Neo, and boy, oh boy, he's been very busy. It's been revealed that he's in a relationship with 4 other women. How does it even work?
For example, on this tour, I'll let this one come out for 7 days, then she go home, then this one come out for 7 days, and then this one come out for 7 days, and then we do something all together.
We had a big discussion about open relationships versus polyamorous.
Yes.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah, you have. Well, he has come out and said that previously he was a bit of a dirty bird when he was married. So after his divorce, he's like, well, I ain't lying to no one anymore.
Okay.
That was my best Neo.
Okay, very good. Not too bad too, by the way. So he's like, I'm going to continue to have a ferocious appetite in this space. I'm just going to be more honest about it.
Yes, his girlfriends are Christina, Ariel, Monet and Brie, otherwise known as Pretty Baby, Twin Flame, Phoenix Feather and Sexy Lil something.
What a crew. What a crew. It's good.
We are taking your calls this morning, 13 24 10. Are you in one of these relationships? Let's go to Nikita from Two Wells. Good morning.
Morning. Not actually in a poly relationship, but I have lots of friends that are.
Yeah.
And my thing I wanted to put to you guys was that, yes, Neo has 4 girlfriends, but those girlfriends might also be polyamorous and have other boyfriends back in their home state or other girlfriends. So it's not just them sitting around waiting for Neo like every other week.
Yes.
They may also have multiple relationships.
Oh, that's good.
And as long as it's all consensual and communicated really, really well, boundaries and what everyone is okay with respect-wise,
Yeah.
it's, it's fulfilling needs that other partners may not fulfill.
Honestly, each to their own. And there's the argument, there's the long-held argument, Nikita, that humans aren't supposed to be monogamous, that we're creatures of
Monogamous is a very religious-based ideal.
Well, there you go.
So Nikita, in your experiences with some of your friends who are in these relationships, has it ever come undone through jealousy or anything like that?
It has, but a lot of that, if you look back, has come back to that communication where it hasn't been communicated that someone is feeling that way. But jealousy is a very, very natural emotion, but you've got to figure out in yourself where that's coming from and be able to communicate that with your partner to come up with a solution rather than just letting it fester and then it becoming a bigger problem than it might have actually been.
Yeah, I mean, communication is key in any relationship, multiple or otherwise, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Nikita. Thank you for explaining all that.
Fantastic, cool. There you go. Yeah, that's good. Good on him and good luck to him. And you're right. So the overriding thing is he's being honest now. And if everyone's happy, then good luck.
Go for it.
Go for it.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, if you do have some thoughts on it, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a text, 0400 919 919. Coming up next, Jodes.
Yep.
Cave had a bit of a rough night.
Oh, my God. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong for me last night.
All right, this is an open space. Share with us next, please. Are you okay? What's going on?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I just had a bit of a rough afternoon, so I picked up the 5-year-old from school. And
I'm sorry about that.
No, I know. And it was one of those situations where she thought her friend got a birthday party invite and she didn't.
Oh.
That if anything's going to pierce your soul, it's that. And she was like, but why does Lockie get to go to a birthday party? Because his friends in room 10 are my friends too. Like, she was so upset. And then anyway, Lockie's mum texted me and said, all good, it was a fake invite. So one of the kids was just like, come to my party. But it wasn't a real invite.
It was a real invite?
It wasn't a real invite. So
that's a horrible prank, isn't it?
But by then, she was fully triggered, so she'd had a meltdown and wouldn't put on her ballet outfit. So I'm trying in the back of my car in like 37 degrees yesterday to get her changed, put a leotard on and jam on some tap shoes that were far too small. In the meantime, the car next to me, those people couldn't get into their car because I was blocking their space. They quietly stood there for about 7 minutes while I was trying to get this 5-year-old dressed in the back of the car and didn't say a word. And then I turned around, I was horrified. I was like, I'm so sorry. And they were so lovely.
Well, good on them for understanding the situation and not cracking it.
Yes, well done. And then I got home and my 13-year-old had a teeth extract, one of her teeth, whatever, taken out yesterday. And I was like, she didn't look well, feel well. So I was like, babe, I'll run you a bath. So I started the bath and then I got distracted by making the pasta bake for dinner, completely forgot the bath, walked into our ensuite and it was flooded.
There we go.
My own little Cyclone Alfred.
That's a nice little...
in my bathroom.
They're like, make sure you fill up your bathtubs.
Yeah.
Not that much.
Yeah.
Not that much.
So then I was like, I'm just going to pack it in and go to bed, and jumped in my bed and one of the kids and or dogs had wet the bed. So changing the sheets at 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Good, thanks.
Gosh.
Good.
What next?
I don't know. That's it, isn't it?
I think that's it.
It all comes in 3s or 4s or who knows?
5s. Does it come in 5s or 6s?
If I find out that birthday invite was real, then we're in some real trouble.
It's tough. You've had it rough, all right?
Yeah.
You've had it very, very rough. Just lay back and take it easy for a few minutes, okay?
Well, you'd know what this feels like if you ever went home from work.
No. I didn't need that dig.
I'm sorry.
Did Cara text you to say that?
No.
It's Jody and Hazy on Adelaide's Nova 919. Before 8 o'clock as well, we need to discuss this.
Let's get ready to round one. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
It's a chance for you, the listener, to choose the music. And we serve it up to you.
Yep.
And you say, well, this is what I like and this is what I don't like.
Yeah, so we have a random generator that is just about to drop the year. We'll have a selection of songs. You and I just have to choose them. And then we'll let the good people of Adelaide be the judge.
All right. Should I jump straight into the generator?
I think so.
Okay, here we go.
2007.
Ooh, very interesting, producer Molly.
Oh, yeah. So 2007, that was my final year of primary school.
Oh, my gosh. Well, what's with the I'm young flexes by you?
Yeah, also stop talking.
It's my only flex. It was also the year that Port choked. Geelong, of course, won the 111th AFL Premiership.
Oh, my God.
And who could forget the iconic political campaign Kevin 07?
Oh,
Kevin 07. It was just trendy. That's what got him in.
Very quickly, where were you when Port choked that year? I remember vividly where I was. I was at Alberton reporting for Channel 10.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, this is very, very bad.
Yes.
Very, very bad.
I think you'd rather lose in a tight prelim than get smacked in a grand final
it
like
was
that.
Awful. Can you imagine the vibe at Alberton?
Jeez, pretty flat?
Yeah,
reasonably
a bit
flat?
Yeah.
Reasonably angry?
I think the bar did a roaring trade that day.
Yeah, I bet it did.
A lot of drowning sorrows.
All right, here we go. So here's the drill. We're going to choose a couple of songs at Jody and Hazy on Instagram. You have to vote. First song, we've got to blindly choose, all right? We don't know what the songs are coming up. And then you've got to put your hand up. You've got to select it.
Okay.
Tunes from 2007, first one. Jeez, good one first up. Got to be quick, got to be quick, got to be quick.
I'm going to go.
Jodes, it's
Jody.
in. Oh my God,
Love this
Jodes.
song.
Damn it, I want it now. Okay, so Jody
you
is
just
in.
want it because you can't have it.
Yes, pretty much. Umbrella, Rihanna, Jay-Z, well done, you're in.
Okay.
Now, I've got a decision to make. Next song. No. Sorry, Pink. Okay. Next one for me. I know it's probably an effective song. I'm not a Fall Out Boy guy.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
Next song.
What's your favourite song of all time?
Yeah, it's my favourite song of all time. I used this 3 times in Battle of the Bangers. It's 0 from 3. Guess what, baby? It's no. Moving on. Moving on. I don't even know what this song is.
It's Kelly Clarkson.
Is it?
Never Again.
Right, here we go. So I'm up to song 6, the final song once
Yeah,
again.
you
So I
do.
have to choose this. Why? Because we get greedy. Here we go. By default, I am now choosing Dance Floor Anthem by Good Charlotte. Thoughts on this song?
I like this song, but I'm happy with my selection. I'm so glad I went early.
Okay, Good Charlotte v Rihanna, Umbrella.
Now I know what it feels like to be you.
What, indecisive?
No, go early.
Oh, my Jodes. Get voting at Jody and Hazy on Instagram.
He's one of Australia's funniest comedians.
This will be the first time a speech is longer than the role that the person was in.
He's on your screens Monday night with his brand new show, Sam Pang Tonight.
An unmissable TV event.
Would love you to watch, but I understand we've all got stuff on.
Please welcome Sam Pang.
Good morning, Sam Pang.
Good morning, Hazy. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
Yeah, we're so good. Sam, you didn't really get the brief to talk your show up. Did you? Look, I understand
No,
everyone's got lives.
It's not really my style, but, I'm very, I'm excited
Yeah.
and I hope people watch.
Yeah.
I also am very well aware that everyone, people have got stuff on. So, I'm 50-50 to turn up myself at this stage, so we'll see how we go. No, I can't wait.
Sam, I want to ask you about your experience with screen icon and legend Jack Thompson during the ACTA Awards on the Gold Coast. Tell everyone what you said to him, please.
Well, I was backstage. I was very, very, honoured to be part of, introducing Working Dog onto the stage. Working Dog, I was like Rob Sitch and
Yes.
Tommy Gleisner and Jane Kennedy and Santo Chilo. It was a big honour. And then, so you're backstage and there's just Jack Thompson's just sitting there. Legend. Does he mean as much to you two as he does to me? It's just Jack Thompson. He's just unbelievable.
He's iconic.
Yeah.
What's fascinating, Sam, is that I don't want to embarrass you here, but you don't seem like the type of bloke that would easily get rattled. And Jack Thompson's presence rattled you.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I was rattled, but I also hit it very well, Hazy, by just saying hello and then scurrying out of the room. Do you know what I mean? I didn't. It's all right to be rattled or to be, kind of nervous, as long as you just don't stick around. You know what I mean? So I hit it. So he didn't know that I was, in awe. I just said hello.
Yeah.
And then thought, I've got nothing else to say. This is, I'm not a selfie guy. I'm not going to ask him for anything. So I just got out of there. And then, so it wasn't my finest moment, but anyway, hopefully he'll still come on the show one day.
It's always 50-50 in that situation, whether you ask for a selfie when you really, really desperately want one with these big stars. Do you get hit up for selfies all the time, Sam?
Oh, well, I know about it all the time. Actually, I'll give you the real story. Jack asked me for one, Joe, so there you go. It's a bit embarrassing.
All right, Sam, the show is Sam Pang Tonight. It premieres Monday, 17th of March at 8:40 on 10 and 10 Play. He's going to hang up the phone and go, what about these idiots?
No, I'm not. I had a good time. I'd love to stick around.
Thanks, Sam. What a time to join us, particularly if you're part of the beautiful group known as Gen Z.
Yeah. A lot of people like to see ragging on Gen Z as a bit of a sport. Okay, we appreciate you for all that you bring to the table, but there are just a few issues that we need to raise. Is that fair?
That's completely fair. What have you got, Jodes?
So Australian employers are being catfished by Gen Z new hires. So it's called career catfishing, and it occurs when a role is accepted, but the employee, the person they've hired, doesn't show up for their first day.
This is really quite alarming, given the fact that more than ever, working is a bit of a privilege.
Yes.
I feel like it's harder and harder to find work.
Particularly in a cost of living crisis.
Yes.
So 1 in 4 Aussie Gen Zers have admitted to doing this, and recruitment people are suggesting that the new generation is scared to pick up the phone when they've found another job, right? So they've been accepted. I've given you, Andrew Hayes, a job, then you get another one. You're too scared to call me and say, so you're like, hey, I'll see you on Monday, and then just not show up.
Is that because you're scared as a Gen Zer to deliver the bad news to disappoint me?
Yes.
Because I feel like I'd be more disappointed if you didn't turn up and all of a sudden we were a staff member short.
It's almost like career ghosting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you don't want to end a relationship, so you just pretend and then disappear.
Yeah. Producer Molly?
I have just had to break up with a workplace.
What do you mean?
Before I came here, I was offered another job in another state, and making that phone call, I felt physically unwell.
Well, you need to put your big girl pants on.
I did it.
Which you did. You had your big girl pants on. Well done.
And I cried from when I said, hello, Phil, to when I hung up the phone because I felt so bad.
Yeah.
But I
you
can
did it.
understand why people...
Yeah, but you would never say to that said radio station in another state, hey, I'll see you on Monday, and then just not fly down to Hobart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that's an
I'm just
interesting
saying
one.
I can understand.
They're saying as well one of the negative things about Gen Z is an over-reliance on technology and a preference for digital over face-to-face interactions.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. But that's our fault. We're raising these people.
Yeah.
We're putting smartphones into their hands aged, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Injecting a heap of confidence.
Yeah.
And it's spewing out in other ways.
Yeah. You know me, and you know one of my bugbears in life is people who are lazy and they don't have a work ethic. You know they're the two things that I can't stand.
You're old school, baby.
Yeah. So
She's old school producer, Molly. Watch out.
So how do you think I felt when I saw this video about this girl who was supposed to have a work from home day, and they said, hey, Catherine, turn on your camera, and they discovered that she was on a tanning bed.
This is a very funny conference call.
Catherine, where are you?
Serious right now? I'm at Suntastic.
Okay, I thought you were taking a work from home day, not a work from tanning bed day.
We have a client in 15 minutes.
Right, and I'll be tan for it. And I also have a wedding this weekend, and this is the only time I had to come
Okay,
here,
that's
so.
really not the company's problem. And honestly, Catherine, it's not a priority for you to be tan. It's a priority for you to have the deliverable done on time for the client meeting. Okay, so I'm going to have to report you again from HR. This is the 5th time you've done this.
Okay, well, I'm going to report you for attacking me.
There it is. There it is. Do you want to double down on the attack thing?
This is the thing when young people throw shade, right, and then they get it returned in spades and they can't handle it. You're attacking me!
Don't you attack me?
Don't you very dare!
All right. Can this be a safe, creative, informative, constructive space?
Where no one's attacking anyone.
No, there's no one needs to feel attacked.
No.
It's just some helpful feedback about Gen Zers.
13 24 10. Give us a call now. Is there something wrong with Gen Zers? Is there something not quite right?
Is there some sort of area that they're attacking that you think that maybe could be slightly improved? Do you know what I mean? Got a bunch of passes to the big wedgie to give away as well.
Yes, we do. Yep.
Feel like this could be very, very helpful.
That's counterproductive because it's Gen Zers that want to go to the big wedgie. Call and rag on yourselves and then you can go down a big old slide.
If you got some suggestions, please give us a call.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know. I need to know.
I need to know.
What's in the news today?
I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know. What you need to know with Jody and Hazy.
Joes, I'd say you're quite the placid person, but something has really riled you up this morning.
Yeah, so I saw this on the internet. What about this footage of a man seemingly stealing? There was no seemingly about it. He stole $170 worth of groceries from a woman's front door in Hallett Cove, and it's just left all the neighbourhood fuming, and police have launched an investigation. So the Adelaide mum was inside breastfeeding at the time, and she shared a video of the incident on Facebook, which showed the man wearing a bucket hat and a white shirt sneaking up to the home and taking multiple Woolworths bags full of groceries. I get times are tough and people are doing it rough. Let's not start stealing from each other. You know what I mean? You don't know this man's circumstances, but from the outside looking in, this looks like absolute scumbag behaviour.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
I'd say as well, no one's getting away with it now. I'd say 99.9% of people have cameras set up on their porch.
Yeah. And the other remarkable thing about this is he picked up the Woolworths bags and they were those paper ones. How those bags didn't bust the way they do for all of us within 8 seconds is unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay. Can I just add to it as well? We've had a few instances, I won't say which supermarket it was, but obviously it's a big two, where the person who's delivering, because my wife's in the same situation, she's got 3 crazy kids, and they're pretty crazy. You know how crazy they are.
I hear them in the background every time I call you.
Ridiculous,
They're
right?
nutters.
Really, really drive you to a loony asylum.
Yeah.
So the fact that they can't sometimes take the groceries to the porch because they couldn't work out how to open the gate is very infuriating when all you have to do is simply place your finger on a latch, half flick it up and move in. Sorry, I had to leave them out the front on the street because couldn't work out how to get in through the gate.
Yeah, right.
That makes you angry.
Yeah, I can imagine it would because that's prime stealing territory, isn't it?
100%. If I'm cruising down the street, there's literally I've got to walk around groceries. Probably a chance to steal it.
And if there's a packet of Tim Tams sticking up the top of those groceries, I don't think you can control yourself.
I'll eat them in self-defence. Whoa, I had to eat the Tim Tams before they ate me.
Because they attacked you.
100%. Gen Z, I felt attacked.
Yes, so that is just insane, that story. But also, guys, everyone's got doorbell cameras now. Everyone's got CCTV.
Yeah.
You're going to get caught, and then you will get exposed on the internet, and the whole of the nation will see what an a-hole you are.
Yeah, don't read the comments.
No.
Oh, everyone collectively very aggressive. You deserve it. Quick update as well on the price hikes for Adelaide Oval in 2025. There's some good bits and some bad bits. The good bits are that it's going to be more local products and they're going to be more affordable. So we're talking now, we're going to see more from Villies, pastries, etc. instead of Balfour's, which is really, really good.
Yep.
And also some Nippies flavoured juices and Fluorio Milk Company flavoured milks.
Good old Frank from Nippies. Good on ya. Going a bit cheaper.
Love the guys at Fluorio Milk Company as well.
So true.
Yeah. Producer Molly?
Do I like it?
Do you like what?
Is that the question?
No.
Do I like Billy's?
Oh, no, that wasn't the question. We just thought you had something to say.
Which radio station are you tuned into right now, Producer Molly?
Do you know what I was actually doing?
Are you still on the rush hour mode?
Did you put your hand up and then answer a question that wasn't asked?
Do you know what it is? She's so used to being ignored around there at the M's. By all those blokes that now she's like, I'm not even allowed to talk.
Can I tell you what I was doing? I was just telling you that it's been 3 minutes.
She's got put the 3 fingers up saying it's been 3 minutes. I go, yes, Producer Molly.
I was like, what? Sorry.
There you go.
Oh, here I was thinking you'd been beaten into submission at the other station.
It's probably around 4 minutes now.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Morley or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.